Hey, hey YouTube. Hi everybody. I hope you guys can see me. I hope my angles are good and the lighting is okay. How's everybody doing? Hey. If you're here, let me know. But we are live. We are live. Oh, there they come. There they come. Hey y'all. So I'm trying out my new Mother's Day computer, right? Trying out my Mother's Day computer. So if you can't hear me or it's too loud or feedback or whatever, sorry. But I'm just trying it out to see if we want to keep this one or if Mama wants to add a little bit and get her own. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm Michaela Pink and I am back with another video. We did a video, 2 videos yesterday. 2 videos. We did one afternoon about going from the playground to the pedestal. And then we did a collab video, and that one was the 10 commandments of the level up. So if you missed those from yesterday, don't leave. Don't leave to go look at them now. Wait a little bit. Wait until we finish this one and then go see those. So today we are tackling a pretty weighty topic, but I think that I can speak on this subject because I've had some experiences. I've had some experiences with a dad and my daddies to say. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? And again, a big topic, but I think it's worthy of a mention. I think I've talked about this before, but today's going to be, I'm going to give a different type of a spin. As you guys know, Father's Day is coming up. And so that's a pretty special day for me. But did y'all see that thumbnail? Who was here for the thumbnail? Who was here for the thumbnail? Did y'all see me in that thumbnail? Uh-oh. No, is it? I feel like I'm glitching. Oh, okay. You can see me. I'm sorry. This is different shooting from my computer. I'm sorry. But so that was me and my daddy. That was me and my daddy as a little, I think I was probably, I may have been 5. I may have been 5 in that picture. And of course, that's one of many special pictures of me and my dad. But so I'm going to start this off with a couple of questions. Do you have pictures of yourself with your dad? Do you have pictures of yourself with your dad? Was your dad there when you skinned your knee? Was he there? I posted a post on my Instagram a few minutes ago about a little girl who's on this. She says, Siri, FaceTime daddy. And she's asking Siri to call her daddy because she's like, oh, I missed you. You know, and she's sad and she's missing her daddy. And that was so me. I mean, you know, now, mind you, I grew up before there was cell phones and stuff, but my daddy would give me the number to his job and I could call, and he would, you know, take me special places and do special things. Was your dad there for you in that way? Was your dad there for your graduation? Was he there when you had your children or when you, you know, got in trouble at school? Or how about when you had questions about boys? How about your first kiss? Could you talk to your dad about that? I'm asking these questions because a lot of ladies can't really relate to the type of relationship that I personally had with my dad. So many women who watch me, so many women who, you know, want to emulate me, Let's just say, I mean, not to be arrogant, but of course you see somebody on TV, you're like, ooh, 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 I want to be like that. Some of y'all say, oh, you're the mom I never had. Oh, you're the auntie I wish I knew. Because a lot of times somebody you see on TV may be filling a space that you didn't necessarily have. So let's keep that point in mind. Who's your daddy? Some of you never even saw your dad. Some of you never really had experiences with your dad. Don't you know that the absence or lack of a father is most likely contributing to a lot of the things that you're experiencing in your life and a lot of the things that you allow? It's true. It's true. And I know some people have a very, very hard time thinking about days of the past, right? So many women have issue with, oh, I don't want to, that was in the past, so I'm just not going to deal with it. So many women want to block out that part of it and say, Mickey, I understand all that, you did all this and you did the inner work crap, but you know what? I don't care about all that. I don't care about the inner work. I'm over that. I ain't thinking about that no more. It's on to bigger and better. I don't care if my daddy wasn't there for me. I don't care if I didn't know him. I don't care if my mama was a single mama and raised us with the bare minimum. That don't have nothing to do with getting the bag today. But oh. Let me get the spirit in here, because it's coming. Let me get the spirit in here, because it's coming, and it's coming. This one gonna catch you like a thief in the night, like they say in the book. This one gonna catch you like a thief in the night. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was telling me how she liked being outside at night. She liked going outside at night. So this one is for all my night creepers and night crawlers, people that like doing stuff at night. This is for y'all, because this one gonna catch you. You might not get it now, but it's gonna touch you. Trust me, it's gonna touch you in a special way, like only Miss MICHAELA can do. So I know that it is hard. People always marvel at my honesty. I'm complimented on my teeth and my honesty, right? All the time. People will say things like, wow, you are so honest. I can't believe you just share yourself like that, right? Can't believe you just share yourself like that. But I am very comfortable in my own skin, right? Very comfortable in my own skin. And I think I know it is because I had a very strong, very good foundation. And if you guys are, y'all know I like studying psychology and stuff, but if you guys have ever studied psychology, you heard of Sigmund Freud. And he talks about the psychosexual mind and how a lot of the way you grew up is based on or manifests itself in your adult years. And I truly, truly believe that. If you're not able to relate to men as an adult woman, it's likely because you were not given a man in your foundation, right? If you only think of men, this one gonna be tight. This one gonna be tight. It is. If you only think of men as harmful, a lot of women who watch my videos will say men are dangerous, right? If you weren't given a good foundation from whence to form an opinion, and this happens between 3 and 8, if you didn't have a good foundation to form your opinion of men, don't you know that your adult life and your adult relationships are going to manifest that? They're going to manifest. They are going to, even if you don't want it to, baby, your panties going to be showing. Ooh, some of y'all got stanky panties. Oh, some of y'all got stanky panties. And a lot of the reason is because you have daddy issues. Okay. That's why some of the things I say might resonate with you, but it's a little too much. You don't really know how to take it. You don't really know if you can't really relate to me, right? You can't really relate to me because we had different foundations. If my foundation was built on a rock, on a solid, firm foundation, if I had a healthy basis from whence I started, and you started with we only see my daddy when my mama dragged all of us over there to collect child support. My daddy was never around. I don't even know who my daddy is, right? If you come from a place of, my daddy used to beat my mama, so that's all I know. If you come from a place of, he called me every now and again. My daddy never even bought me a birthday present. My daddy never made me feel special. If that's the place you're coming from, then it's understandable why you wouldn't be able to relate to some of the things that I share on my channel. I had a major epiphany in recent days, because on this channel, it has been my goal from day one to be helpful. Oh, one time for this wig. Wait. Hey, pink ass. Anyway, my goal is to be helpful. My goal is to be, to share myself so that in my story, you'll be able to gain some knowledge, to, maybe benefit from me sharing my story. That's the whole goal of this channel, right? So if I'm telling you things, but I'm coming from a basis that's not on the same level that your understanding can bring you to, that's why we still have people talking about, how do I get a man to give me money? Right? On the video yesterday, what is an alpha man? How do I get him to confide in me so he can give me the money? That's why you have questions like that, because you don't and haven't experienced a man. You haven't. You can, and I'm not saying I'm offering this. Who's your daddy? I'm offering this because a lot of times women want to skip this part, right? Y'all want to skip how I got here. You want to skip all that and go straight for just tell me how to get to the bag. That's all you want to care about. But you cannot, madam, and I say this from my pedestal. Okay? I say this from my pedestal. You can't do what I do like I do it. We're not even coming from the same starting point. If I'm starting from way up here, because I had a good daddy, I've done the inner work, I've dated more than one person. Hallelujah. Amen. Oh, Shando. I've had experiences that I can tell about and might make you blush a little bit. I've had to deal with trauma and do the inner work. If I'm starting from way up here and you way back here, don't you know you're probably not going to be able to catch up unless you do the inner work to figure out why you have all these daddy issues. Unless you are out there dating multiple people and come up with your own strategy. Unless you are getting advice from people who are doing what you're trying to do. Unless you have all of these factors, you're never going to be able to do what I do, how I do it. So now I'm coming to the understanding of why a lot of people cannot grasp a lot of the truth that I tell. A lot of people is so deep down, hard, ingrained, believing in the lie after lie after lie that they are telling themselves. Don't you know that when you come as a person who is standing in their own truth and saying certain things, it might ruffle you a little bit. It might ruffle you a little bit, you know, if you're not willing to do the work. You have to 100%. You have to do the work. If it takes you taking a glimpse back and digging up some of that stuff to understand why am I uncomfortable when this man want to open the door for me? Why is it that I'm not able to receive a compliment from a man? Why is it that I've told myself that it's okay to deal with all of this, even though I know it is to the detriment of me? If you haven't done that realistic work, then it's going to be hard for you to understand where somebody like myself comes from, because I've done the work and I don't mind sharing. I don't mind, especially lessons that I've learned, right? But when you have daddy issues, baby, your panties show. Your panties show, and it's so bad, because a woman who has daddy issues will put up with any and everything from a man just to say she got a man, right? A woman with daddy issues will be someone in her 20s wanting and only seeking men in their 50s, right? A woman with daddy issues will treat men like nothing but a dollar, okay? Treat him like, oh, well, he ain't nothing but a dollar. I'm just getting this money anyway. Thank you, Miss Silly and Sexy. She says, sitting here frozen in chills. God bless you for breaking the surface and giving these ladies the magnifying glass to examine their truth. The level up truly starts here. Keep going. And I will. Thank you. Thank you. If a woman with daddy issues will not be able to even grasp or have a concept of femininity. And you can disagree. I know you'll disagree, because a lot of you, again, if I'm starting way up here, you can't even conceptualize what I'm talking about. I've studied, I have mommy issues. I can admit it. I have mommy issues. So my relationships with women are a little, but some of you had mean mamas and no daddy to protect you from a mean mama, right? Some of you had, mamas who were very poor and raised you to accept the bare minimum. Oh, your daddy issues certainly have everything to do with who you date. If you think that your daddy issues do not affect you as an adult woman, that's why we can't relate. That's why I'm always, and I can now. I couldn't for the life of me understand why I was getting so much of this. You wrong. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Right? It's because when you see someone who is, dang, she's doing this and I want to figure out why. Right? I can't figure out why. I can't do it like this. I could tell some of y'all exactly this, what you do, this, what you do, this, what you do. And your mind will not allow you to do it that way. Since the quarantine, okay, I have turned down more consultations than I have accepted, right? Real talk, 100% real talk. I have turned down more consultations than I have accepted. Why? Because I see people as more than money. If I know you probably got an issue that I can't solve, I'm not going to take your money. It's people begging to do a consultation with me, and I'm like, not going to do it. Why do you think I don't push my consultations and I don't push all this other stuff that I've offered, because you guys have to do the inner work first. The inner work first. Thank you, Miss D-Town. She says, come on, content. But really, if I give you, okay, this is how you go freestyling. You're not going to be able to freestyle if you don't even know what it's like to be in the presence of a man. You don't know that men are sexual and you don't understand your sexuality. If you don't know how a man reacts when he's in the presence of a woman, because your mama never had a man, you won't be able to relate. I had to bring the cup back. I had to bring the cup back just for this, because I know my DMs are about to be. You have to really, really understand that everything you do, it's like a building block. Children are like building blocks. Mothers, if you got a bad child, okay, you got a bad child. You can't stand your child. You've been mad since quarantine started because your kids is getting on your nerves. They always all over the place. Guess what that means, baby? Guess what that means? That means you didn't do your job as a parent when they was 2 and 3 and 4. Now they sitting up 8 and 9 and you got holes in the wall because your kids are stuck in the house all day. Now at 8 and 9, they don't listen to you. They won't leave you alone when you need to be left alone. They won't ask somebody's mommy, yes? Okay, tell them mama said yes. Well, mommy, I have to text the little kid some little kids scary words. Mommy, let him play now. Mama said. Mama said. Sorry. One time for the mommy pause. But yeah, you guys, if you don't do the inner work, you cannot ever get to the level that I speak of as far as dating more than one. I can't date more than one because what if he leave me? What you gonna do if your man leave you? What scenario do I come up with to keep him? First of all, the reason why it's so frustrating for me to understand why y'all want to come up with scenarios, how to keep one man, it's frustrating to me because I was told that I deserve the world. Anything you want, you can have. If you want 2 dolls, daddy gonna buy you 2 dolls. If you want a birthday party because you had to go to a birthday party and you were sad, we gonna throw you a birthday party on May the 12th, even though your birthday is June the 25th, because you said you want a birthday party. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what daddies do. That's what a real man does. A real man comes through for you when nobody else is there. Don't you know I can call, what scenario? What scenario? It ain't about the scenario. It's about me. I have done the work with him to make him feel like he got to help me. He don't ever want to be without me because I've already done this work. But I know what makes a man tick. He might come to me as Mighty Mouse, but he gonna leave as He-Man when I get done. But you don't understand how to relate to a man in that way if you've never been around a man. If you've never been shown how to date, or if you've never been hugged by your dad, yeah, it's gonna be scary. What I do when he put his arm around me? What you mean? You lean into that thing. You get into that thing. What you mean? What I do when he put his arm around me? Your panties is showing, baby. Your panties is showing. Your panties is showing. She said, oh, so La Bliss, you back? I wouldn't want you to waste your comment, baby. Wouldn't want you to waste your comment, Miss Bliss. Back to the video. If you don't think it's necessary, it will manifest itself in your adult life. You will hate your boy children if you don't like your daddy, right? If a lot of women have boy children and treat them so poorly because they don't know how to relate to men. You don't know how to let a little boy be a little boy. You don't understand the rambunctious and the wildness in a boy. So you try to whoop it and beat it out of him because you didn't have your daddy there to give you that. Some of you guys were never taught how to be a woman. You weren't allowed to be a woman, so to be a little girl. You were always told to toughen up. Don't you cry. Feelings make you weak. You know what makes you weak? Church. I'm preaching and y'all don't even know it. I'm preaching and y'all don't even know. Feelings and the expression of feelings does not make you weak. It makes you strong. You know why? Because I can tell you, I felt like you were being mean to me, and that's unacceptable. Some of you weren't even given a voice. Some of y'all weren't even given a voice. And my voice was definitely given to me by my dad. He told me my yes means yes and my no means no. So I don't have to sit up there and put up with anything less than what I want. Okay? You are the it and the all. So that's why I can sit and stay in the I'm better than you and mean it and know it. I can sit in that and know that I'm better than you. Why? Because I've done the inner work. Because I don't have to put up with anything less than acceptable. Because I don't have to dummy myself down or numb myself so fiercely that I'm not able to feel my own feelings. My feelings may not be important to Joe and Jim and Eric and Daniel and whoever else, but my feelings are important to me. If my feelings are important to you and you want to be a part of my life, you can't stay. When you get a voice and you have a voice, you don't need to be on the internet asking somebody, well, how do I make him respect me? You don't have to do that because you have your own voice. Well, I'm so shy. I don't know how to act around men. It's because you didn't have a daddy, right? So skip all that. You didn't have him. He left. You never knew him. He was a crackhead, whatever the case may be. He wasn't there. Now what? Now what? Now what? And let me just say, since we probably got, everybody here, I had to block a whole bunch of people, but it was specific people that I wanted to stay and to be here because some people gotta go. Everybody can't go with you, but some people got to go because they gonna see this trajectory that I'm on. They gonna see it. They gonna see it. So just in case for some of y'all in the comments that got a little slick stuff to say, you only stand because I'm making sure you see it. But I can do that and I can be confident in the fact that I know you're gonna be here. Because you can't do nothing but be here. Now, if you can't get a man to keep you in the daytime, all he want to do is keep you at night. You a STD. You just something to do. If you can't figure that out, if you got a whole bunch of men in your life, but they only want to see you at night, that's an issue. That's an issue. Right? There's a lot of, the internet is otherworldly, and you guys have heard me say that. It's otherworldly. I can put this wig on. Y'all know it ain't my hair. I can dress all up and be cute and all of that. But y'all know that this is not the real me. So on the internet, I can be somebody totally different. I don't have daddy issues if I'm on the internet. I can put all that to the side, forget about it for these 2 hours. I can forget I even have children. I can forget that it's almost dinner time and I need to cook. I can forget that, oh, I'm vegan, I got to go eat these freaking veggies again. I can forget all that as long as my focus and my attention is in stuff that's otherworldly. But when you stop focusing on this and that and that and that and that, and you start to deal with the real issues, it gets real ugly. It gets real ugly. But when I tell you the transformation is remarkable, you will never, ever be the same once you do the inner work. You cannot, people say, well, Mickey, how did you become successful in real estate? You can't get to the successful in real estate without the going to real estate school, investing classes. You can't get there from there. You can't. You can't get to, well, how do I get him to give me the bag? And you don't want to lose the weight. You can't get to, well, you know, I keep trying these strategies over and over and over and they're not working. You can't put dirt on a flower, or you can't put dirt on a mirror and think you're going to still be able to see something. You got to clean that thing off, baby. It's got to be clear for you. It has to be clear. You cannot, everything you do is everything you attract, everything you are, everything that's in your life now, everything that left your life now, everything that you accept or reject or allow or don't allow or have or don't have is a reflection of what you have going on the inside. If my inside is jacked up, if I'm still mad that, that my daddy wasn't around, if the only men I ever saw in my life were my uncles or my brothers, don't you know that's going to manifest itself in who you date? A man can see a woman with daddy issues a mile away. A mile away. Why do you think I don't advocate dating older men? An older man, especially if he has a wife, if he has daughters, can tell when you have daddy issues. Bet you didn't know that. I'm gonna stop going so hard. It's gonna be tight. I'm gonna keep going, but I'm gonna pause for y'all because I know some of y'all can't take it. I know it's a little hard on y'all. So let's just pause right quick. A minute. A man can smell daddy issues a mile away. A mile away. Especially if he's been living a little bit longer than you, baby. If this man had been in the world 2 and 3 full decades, 2 and 3 full decades before you got here, what makes you think you're going to be able to get over on him? That's just like Baby Fox trying to get over on me. Baby Fox can't get over on me. I done been 3 and 4 years old. He tried to sneak and hide something. You know how a little kid will run behind a big piece of furniture? You can't find me. You can't find me. Come on. Now, I'm talking about normal, regular men. I ain't talking about people with mental issues because y'all like them too. I ain't talking about people that ain't really wrapped too tight and he's slow anyway. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about men that's kind of regular, normal, able to communicate. You know what I mean? I'm talking about men like that. Okay. They know. Oh, they know. Especially if they've had a full life before you even came into the world. He definitely has more of an advantage than you. That's why I say don't play games you can't win. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know, now this is something, let me say this while I'm here. This is something that you don't speak about necessarily to your man. You don't tell your man, oh, I got daddy issues. You don't tell anybody really that you have daddy issues or that you have mommy issues, because they are likely going to try to use that against you, right? So people that know you have daddy issues will mistreat you because they know you have a fear of being abandoned. Come on, Cup. A man that knows you have daddy issues will cheat on you, leave you in the house for days, not be around at all because he know you ain't going nowhere, no way. A man that knows you have daddy issues will not. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. A lot of women who have daddy issues don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to cause no confusion. They don't want to make him mad, because what if he get mad? Or what if he leave? Or what if he, I don't know how I'm going to survive without him. So a lot of women with daddy issues will look to a man, hallelujah, somebody, look to a man outside of their dad because they don't even know where he is or where he was or none of that. They will look to a man to be their savior. Didn't we just do this video? You'll look to a man to be your savior. Save me from this hellacious family that I'm in. Save me from this mean mama that I got. That was me. I knew somebody get me away from her, right? Save me from myself, because I don't even like myself. Save me from the hurt and the, all of that I experienced, because I can't find a way to even love myself, right? But if you had a strong foundation, this is why sometimes I get weepy. I get weepy even talking about my daddy, because now I understand. Working with so many women, talking to so many women, being friends with women, interacting with them. Now I understand. I understand how a woman can put up with certain things. I understand why my daddy was so purposeful in raising me. I used to be like, oh my, does everything have to be a lesson? Why do we have to talk about this again? Why can we just be, daddy and daughter one time without you trying to make everything a lesson? Oh, I used to be so mad. I'm blessed. I was blessed by heaven that he was sent to me. I was. Y'all don't, some of y'all don't understand. Some of y'all do. I was blessed because he was very, very purposeful. And that's why I'm a very, very purposeful mother. I'm very purposeful with my sons. I don't know how to be a man and know all they man stuff. That's why they have dads, and that's why they have, oh, thank you, Miss Mia. Thank you. She back. Miss Mia, I ain't gonna tell your business, but I understand, and I know now. I know now. There's an old song, you'll understand it better by and by. By and by. Because I really didn't get it. I did not get it. But I'm blessed that I had that foundation to help me deal with the muck. When I started dating, when my little boobies started forming, my daddy said, let me show you something. When he saw me forming, he said, look, we need to go handle this. You coming into your womanhood, this is what it means. Men are going to start treating you this way. This is what it means. situations are going to come up. This is how you handle them. Men are going to say this so you can. He gave me the playbook. He gave me the playbook. That's why I know the game. Can't nobody tell me nothing about no man. Now I know something about a man because I was given the game by a man. My daddy was the coldest player in the world. Hear me. But he met that one woman. And he was like, I'll do anything for you. And that was my mother, right? But he was a cold player. I'm pretty sure my daddy probably cheated on my mama. But when I tell you my mama had him like, what? I'm telling you, I learned the game from a man. That's how I know something about a man. He taught me. If you didn't get your game from a man, you have zero game. Like we talked about the other day, how to play a player. You can't play a player if you didn't get the game from a player. I got the book, the cards, all that. I'm gonna do a video on mommy issues because that's my street. That's my street, right? But my dad protected me at all costs. No matter what, he was always on my side. I could be wrong as 3 left shoes. And my daddy was like, I know she didn't say that. My teacher, do you know your daughter called me stupid? Do you know your daughter said I was stupid in my own class? And he would be like, no, she didn't. I know my baby didn't. But he know I said it because I would be like, Daddy, I did call her stupid. And he's like, I know, right? If you have that foundation and you have that protector and you have that guidance, you have a foundation to build from. Yes, you're going to go through stuff and you're going to make mistakes and you're going to date the players. And some of y'all got your game from men who played you. I did that as well. Because listen, if he played you like that, that means that that's what you're attracted to. Learn from what he did to you and don't do that again. Use that on somebody else. He played you by making you think you the only one. So he had you sitting at the house while he was over here doing this. And I'm like, duh, the whole time, right? The whole time. So if you don't have that point of reference, all of that to say, you need that point of reference. If you cannot figure out why the men in your life keep leaving, if you are not celebrated by the men in your life, if you are not treated like a queen, like a princess, if the men in your life treat you poorly and you still remain, you need to do the inner work. You have to do the inner work. It's hard, it's grimy, it's dirty, you're gonna cry, it's gonna hurt a little bit. But flowers can't grow without a little dirt, right? Now you can dress your flower up and make it look as pretty as a peach. You can dress your flower up. You can spray paint your flower a different color. You can put makeup on your flower. You can do all of that. You can buy designer stuff. You can only, have Louis Vuitton and the best of the best, all of this stuff. But don't you know that a flower is still a flower? You can put lipstick on a pig. You can put lipstick on a pig. We did that video. You can put all the makeup on that you want in the world, but you still have to start here. You can perfect your makeup and look like a beautiful goddess of a woman. But if you still 400 pounds, you might not be able to get a man that is wealthy. You can put all your makeup on and do, dress and be as beautiful as you can. But if you still are accepting poor behavior, what does that say? All you did was put lipstick on a pig. You can say, I'm not never going to be with no man to mistreat me. You can say that. But if you still remain with a man that's cheating on you now, been cheating on you for years, slapping you, fighting you, biting you. Saying it is not the same as doing it, right? Inner work is hard. How to do the inner work? Should we take a step back from dating to do the inner work? I wouldn't say take a step back from dating. You can't learn. Think about all the men who have played you. We've all been in relationships. What did he do to play you? Did he sleep with your sister? Did he hit you? Did he manipulate you? Did he, lie to you? What happened in your last relationship? Think about that and start from there. Whatever happened in your last relationship is an area that you need to fix so that it won't happen again. Some of y'all is dating the same dude on a different day. You break up with this one just to find one exactly like him. This one look like that one, look like that one, look like that one. Why? Because you haven't done the inner work. Inner work is required in order for you to heal. You should not take a step back from dating because you can't learn how to date without dating. I can tell you how to go freestyling. Did a whole, what do you call it? Did a whole boot camp about freestyling. I can tell you how to do it. If you have not fixed all of that stuff, you might as well be going freestyling with a ball and chain attached to your Louboutins. You might as well have a ball and chain attached to your Louboutins. If you think that a boot camp is going to show you how to freestyle and you have not done the inner work. Inner work is required in order to be successful at everything. Your daddy issues will manifest in you don't never want to go to work for nobody but a woman because you don't even want to be around men. It doesn't, so it can manifest at work. It can manifest at church, right? You want to go to church where, well, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone for the saints. I'm going to leave that alone. But this message is very important. It's very important because you can't get there from there. You can't get to the end without going through the middle. It don't happen like that. I can't even get to the grocery store without driving down the street to get there. You have to do the work to get there. It doesn't make sense to say all of this happened back here. I'm going to forget about all of this and just jump to the end. You can't do that. As you're trying to make your leap, as you're trying to jump to the end, your panties going to show a little bit. People going to think you're a little off because you can't relate to people. You can't trust nobody. Oh, my mama left me in a cage for years and years and never paid attention to me. So now I don't trust nobody. My daddy wasn't never around. When he was around, he only beat my mama. So I don't like men. You have to work through all of that. Yeah, you can use magic. You can use magic to do the inner work. Absolutely. Yeah. You have to do it though. You have to do it. There's no way around it. No way around it. If you don't, that's why there are so many women who can't relate. Why would I want to date more than one? Why would I want to, why get married if you're just going to cheat anyway? Why men can't just love us? Why do they have to cheat? Why do men always want another woman? Oh, 11. Thank you, 360 TV. These are questions you're going to ask if you don't do the work. If you don't do the work, you have to do the work, ladies. That's it. You have to. But daddy issues will show louder than anything. You'll be, so people say that I'm mean, right? People have called me mean. I mean, she cool, but she's mean. Somebody yesterday said, I only do videos so that I can roast my followers, right? That's what somebody said yesterday. Whatever. Somebody said that I only do videos so that I can roast my subscribers. But I want to, when I do a video so that you can have a mirror, so that you can look at yourself. Do you hear what you just asked me? Do you see how, if it sounds off or odd to me, I know it has to sound off or odd to someone else. Do the work. It's not really tough love. It's love. It's not really tough love at all. Tough love is, I say it's love because somebody that don't care nothing about you will allow you to be mediocre. Come here for this one. This about to light your asses up. Somebody that don't care nothing about you will be okay if you're mediocre. Somebody that don't care nothing about you only sees you as this one thing. Like some of y'all when you go on dates. Well, I'm just here for my money anyway. I don't care. Right? They keep you living in a fictitious space so that you don't have to live and deal with the real truth. When you understand and you get the real truth, it's hard to hear it because you've been so used to hearing lies and getting your little ears tickled. So I wouldn't say it's tough love. It's love. Somebody who don't tell you the truth don't love you at all. Right? Somebody who doesn't tell you, hey, this is you being dumb. You're being dumb right now. That's not your real friend. That's why I can turn down a consultation because I really want to work with people who I know are ready to do the work. I really want to consult with someone who isn't going to just listen to me talk. Go out and do it. So that's why I can say, oh, I don't want to do a consultation with you because I know you're not ready. When you're ready, then you'll know when you're ready, right? Just saying. I think us women are used to being coddled and told it's always the man's fault. Exactly. So many people will say it's the man's fault. Oh, he shouldn't have did that. Or, oh, I can't believe he cheated on you. But start at A. Did you nag him? Did you tell him he was worthless? Did you not want him around? Did you make him feel like less than a man? Did you always want to be up under him and he wanted space? Relationships take two people. Not saying that his cheating is your fault, but you can always, the only person you can change is you. Evaluate the role you played in the situation and then make a move based on that. Y'all, this is real. Okay. If you never had a good father figure, is it bad to pretend your standards came from how well your dad treated your mom when dating? Yes, you can do that. You can pretend, but you can only pretend for so long. You can pretend. Ooh. Thank you. Who is this that asked that? A kubata. You can pretend. That's gonna be the next one. Ooh, y'all, this is gonna be tight. This is gonna be another tight one. Living in your truth is gonna be the next one. Living in your truth. You can pretend that you grew up with a good dad, but all of that is gonna show when you on a date and he tries to fill you up and you don't stop him. All of that, oh, I was raised well, my daddy was around, is gonna fall to pieces when he's dating you and you didn't been over there on the trampoline and he get up and leave you and don't say nothing and you allow it to happen over and over. All of that pretending is only going to get you so far. Fake it till you make it is the reason why a lot of y'all keep losing. That's going to be hard. That one's going to be hard. Fake it till you make it is the reason why a lot of y'all are still losing. You can fake and pretend, you can, but it won't last long at all. What advice would you give to someone who did in fact have their father and still does, but was heavily criticized by him and never felt emotionally connected to him because he was so distant? This is a lot of women too. Men can't really relate to their little girls. So they, oh, I'm gonna let your mama handle all that. And I mean, I don't really like your mama anyway, or whatever the reason. Do the work. The advice is the same. I don't care what your daddy issue is. If he wasn't there, if he was there, if he treated you bad while he was there, whatever the daddy issue is, it's an issue that you need to deal with. You need to deal with. You have to. Some people say go to counselors. Counselors are paid professionals. They can help you with all of that. But whatever the case is, you need to do the inner work so that your foundation is in a better spot. Don't you know, as a real estate developer and a real estate contractor, there's sometimes that the boys will pour the concrete. I call them my boys. I call my workers my boys because, yes, I have employees and workers. Oh, one time for the lady bosses. Hello. Anyway, sometimes the boys will pour the concrete and it will not pour evenly. It won't pour evenly. Even if they rake it out, smooth it out, the foundation is uneven. So you know what they have to do? They have to pick all that concrete back up and dig a hole to make room for what they're about to do. They have to make room for what they're about to do. If my foundation is bumpy and lumpy, right? And it's not smooth, your foundation is going to be off. So anything you put on top of your foundation is going to be shaky and it's going to be rocky, right? It is. You have to start from the bottom and go up if you're trying to build anything. Building yourself up from the bottom is what a lot of us are trying to do. Can you heal that from daddy issues when you're still living with him? Yes, you can. You can heal from daddy issues when you're still living with him. Does it take extra work? Yes, but you can. Absolutely. But the whole gist of this video is, yes, Riley unfriended you. You better tell her to be your friend, and right now. That's that crazy little girl that my friend Bishop. Where mom at? Can you handle it or you need mama? You can handle it? Okay. So I'm gonna have to go handle up on somebody. Anyway, so when you pretend to a man and don't tell your problems because they can use it against you, but when is it time to tell the truth? It's never time to tell a man your truth. You have to tell yourself your truth. You have to tell yourself your truth. You cannot, your truth is not meant for anybody else to know. Your truth is for yourself. But the evidence will show in the way your life transforms. You will see the difference in your life, in what you attract, in what you allow when you start to do the inner work. Yeah. Good questions, y'all. Would you say a big part of doing the work is letting go of the past and making a commitment to do and have better in life? Yes, you have to let go of it, but you first have to, you can't get there from there, right? You can't get to the end from the middle. You can let go of the past, but before you let it go, figure out why it's still affecting you today and then let it go. then let it go. Yeah, Riley was about to get it. Yeah. Address it and then move from it. So that's the video. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for sharing, and liking the video. Don't forget to like the video, by the way, on your way out. Well, do you have any more questions? Anybody? Yeah. Living in your truth is going to be the next video. Using these men as distractions instead of doing the work. That's a lot of women. A lot of women will use men because I can't deal with myself. I don't want to, deal with what happened in the past. It's too painful. I can't think about my past. So I'm going to just use him as a distraction. He going to save me because he looked like he might have some money. And I don't never want to be like my mama was. So since my daddy didn't rescue my mama, let me go get a man to rescue me so that I can at least be middle class. I don't have a video on mommy issues. It is coming. It is coming. Somebody had a question. It's hitting a little too close to home. I know. It's going to hit a whole bunch of y'all close to home. How to deal with mama's boys or men? How to deal mama's boys or men who put their mom first? Can you turn it in your favor? I was going to do a video about that. Yes. I was going to do a video about that. Oh, well, she had a question. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Retype your question if you had one. Hang on. I don't think we're going to be filming on this computer. No, ma'am. Okay, hang on. Did she retype it? Oh, Lord. Should a woman have a positive male figure in her adulthood if she didn't have a father figure, or is it necessary? I don't think it's necessary for you to have a male figure in your life as a woman. You got some stuff you got to get over, baby. Your daddy, he wasn't there and he was gone. You have to get over it. You know what feels good to you, okay? You know what feels good to you. I love to be celebrated. I love to be made a big deal out of. I love for a man, everybody, anybody, to celebrate me. So I'm only going to allow people in my life that celebrate me. If you say things like, oh, well, I wasted a donation on you, you can't stay around me. If you try to take little digs at me because you know I have, explained some things on this channel and I've made, some things known about myself voluntarily, and you take little digs at me based on that, you can't be around me anymore, right? So you have to, as an adult, say, this is what happened. I didn't have a good figure in my life. So now I'm moving on beyond that. If you don't make me feel good, you're done and you're out. Man, woman, child, dog, whatever. This is what I want. This is what is acceptable. If this doesn't equal that, you're done. So that's what you have to do in adulthood. Because if you're not a child, even if you're a child, you can't make your daddy be a daddy. If you're a child, you can't make him be a daddy. If you're an adult, you definitely can't make him be a daddy at all. Do I vocalize needing to be celebrated to men? No, not at all. Well, so in the beginning, I may say something, they'll ask me what I like, and I'll say, I love diamonds. I love diamonds. I love, thank you, Treasure Rose. Thank you for that. I love diamonds. I love birthday parties. I love celebrations, so that he knows. And then, as it gets closer to my birthday, or I'll say something at dinner. Oh man, it's getting close to my birthday. I know I better have a birthday party coming up. Oh man, it's getting close to my birthday. Which diamonds are we going to get? Something like that. But I don't vocalize that. No. Or they'll say, what's your love language? My love language is receiving gifts, and it is. So my husband is put on a pedestal by everyone. How do I compete? You don't. See what I'm saying? Daddy issues. How can you allow a man in your life to be on a pedestal and you're not? I would not tolerate that. If everyone put my husband on the pedestal, that means I'm not on the pedestal. And I'm definitely not going to be at the bottom looking at you on a pedestal. That is intolerable to me. I never come off of my pedestal to entertain peasants. Never. Getting a man to eat out of the palm of your hand. Yes, date men. When you date men, you'll understand how to relate to them and get them to eat out of the palm of your hand. Do I think reconnecting with an absentee father will help you heal from daddy issues? No. If he's absentee as a child, he's going to be absentee as an adult. And you're really going to be disappointed. Some stuff you just have to let go. He's not responsible for who you are. He is responsible for his absence in your life, but he's not responsible for what you did with it. Hear me. He may be responsible for his absence, but he's not responsible for what you did based upon his absence. You slept with all the men because your daddy wasn't there. You married the first thing smoking because your daddy wasn't there. You never allowed yourself to grow or get past your past. You never, had real friendships or real relationships with men because he was gone. You did that, not him. So you're responsible for what you do with it. Dads don't change, mamas don't either. Nobody changes for you. No one changes for another. People only change for themselves. If I see a woman and I know she's high caliber and I want her, I'm going to change myself in order to get her, right? I'm going to change myself in order to get this woman. If I don't change myself, I know I can't get her. So people don't change for other people. They change because they want to, and they're going to change to get what they want. People give too much credit to childhood issues. Your childhood is only a small part of your lifespan. Get over it. Yes, I wouldn't say get over it. Getting over it is the reason why so many women are losing now. So here's my childhood. It was messed up. I don't have no pictures of myself with my daddy. I can't post no pictures on the internet like Michaela Pink. My daddy never did want to take pictures. My daddy said I was too ugly to take a picture with him, so I never got pictures with my daddy. Right? You got all this messed up, jumbled up stuff. If you got all this messed up, jumbled up stuff, you can't get over that and get to the end of a blissful marriage where where your man is celebrating you and where your man is in love with you and worship your dirty draws and you can do any and everything and he give you his wallet and credit cards and you get flown all over the world and you have skip back to the video. You can't get over it and skip to that. You have to get through it. You have to go through it. You can't get over it. Yes, get over it, but figure out, okay, this is the reason why I'm having this issue. Now, what do I do with it? I can't do it by myself. Let me go get a counselor that shows me how to do it by myself, right? I can't do it by myself. So let me do a spell and call on the ancestors or something, whatever. But you have to do the work. I have to disagree. Your childhood shapes the way you see the world and your adult. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the painful part a lot of women run from, but acceptance of your actions shows the glow up. Exactly. I agree. I have to agree. You have to accept what it is and work through it in order to move on. Accept what, not accept, but accept it in the fact that it is what it is. Work through it. And then once you work through it, then you'll be able to get over it. But if you don't deal with that and you stuff your feelings down and, oh, I don't have no feelings. Oh, no feelings, no feelings. I don't care. Nope, I don't care about nothing. I don't care. So somebody in here posted, the one who cares less wins. What do you win though? If you care less, what do you win if you care less? If you care less, you know what you did? You stuffed that feeling down. I stuffed that when he called me a bitch. I stuffed that down. I stuffed it down when he didn't come home that night. I stuffed it down when he called me a fat cow. I stuffed it down when he slapped me that one time because he really didn't slap me too hard. I stuffed it down when he mistreated my children. I stuffed it down when he was mad because I was going up and he didn't want me to change. I stuffed it down when he don't want to move to a better environment for our children. When you stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff, your panties gonna show, baby. When you keep stuffing, your panties gonna show. And some of y'all got bright pink panties. Catch that to you a little later. I'm Michaela Pink, and that's what I think. Bye.